I'm back. Sorry guys, the stream unexpectedly ended on kind of a bad note, but I'm kind of cool with it because I started getting aggravated. And here it is, my cell phone died right at the right moment. I guess I'm not really a religious person, I'm an agnostic, and I've been going to students for free thought. And speaking of students for free thought, you know, when I got transferred, I picked Wisconsin because of that girl whom I used to go to students for free thought with. That girl, her name was, anyway, I'm not gonna talk about it. Maybe she's not gonna be happy about it. But anyway, she was kind of cute, but I didn't have feelings for her, like I said. And I told you that in my previous videos. But I liked her as a person. And when, one of the girls, she started talking about sex, and I started talking about prostitution. And she'd been hearing it, and she didn't like it. And I felt like I understood that she probably liked me. That's why she didn't like to hear it stuff from me. I understood it. I didn't say that I did, but I kind of made a mental note. Because I'm the type of person, like, I notice things, I understand things, but I don't like to say anything. That's just how I roll. Why do you talk to girls when you're still together with Alima? Well, first of all, I don't really talk to girls that much. I really don't. And what I'm talking about it right now, okay? I'm just telling you the story about something which happened like 14 years ago. Because that girl, because of whom I transferred to Wisconsin, because of memories of her, I didn't see her since, I don't know, maybe 2011, 2012. So I'm just telling the story right now. I'm not saying that I'm trying to hook up with her or anything, but just because even if you're together with somebody, you can still have friends who are girls, both genders pretty much. Not like you could if you wanted. Anyway, let me just delete that bitch. She's making me angry. Just shut up, okay? I don't like when you make say this type of stuff. I probably could have, because like, if she didn't like me, why she would care? Okay, this random guy talking about having sex with prostitutes. I don't like that guy anyway. I don't give a shit. That's why I felt that way. Because if she didn't like me at all, right? She wouldn't care. That's just what I think. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's what I think. If at that time she wouldn't like me at all, she wouldn't care. Okay, some guy having sex with a prostitute, creepy guy, whatever. She won't bring it up. She's like, okay, fuck. Because if you don't care, why do you get upset hearing that type of stuff? If you don't care at all. Okay, there are people having sex with prostitutes, so what? There are creepy guys, so what? If you really don't care, then, why to, bring it up and be emotional about it? That's just what I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Again, that was a lot of years ago. But still, she associated with Wisconsin, so when they transferred me and they got positions in the Midwest, they had me in Indianapolis, St. Louis, other places. I'm like, thinking about her years ago, I'm like, yeah, I think I should go to Wisconsin. I'm curious how it is over there. And guess what? I'm happy with my decision, because it's more chill than San Francisco. I'm all by myself. I'm having 2 part-time jobs. I'm surviving. And quite honestly, I like the environment. It's more chill. I like it better than Ohio. I like the places. It's kind of cold. But I mean, I like Wisconsin. I really do. I really do. So I'm happy I made that choice. Even though I don't have friends in here. Partially because people acting weird. But they don't understand, but they understand it. So I still getting less aggravated, but I have to be aggravated because people tell people to care about what's wrong with me, which I don't like it. it would be easier for me and I would feel better if people would just act like they don't see that type of stuff. I would be getting less aggravated, honestly, if things were like what before, where I just being myself and then people just don't talk to me, but I'm still keep working, minding my business, having my freedom, figuring out stuff, making money, and having people like Alim who don't care, like, I was actually happy about that before. And that makes me think that, it actually makes me think good about Americans because, like, it's funny because at first I was like criticizing America, bashing America, I think they're stupid because of the cultural differences and their humor. But then I found out this is very far from the truth. And I've been taking martial arts, I understand that you can never underestimate your point. You may see how people act and you think, this is a stupid guy. But then you find out, like, no, he's definitely not dumb. No, Americans wants to talk to you, yet no American wants to talk to you, yet you praise them. Well, it's okay. You know why I praise them? I can explain to you why. Because talking to people is not important for me. Get the fuck out, bitch. Shut the fuck up. Okay, I mean, maybe you're right. I'm not, but I don't care about that. All I care about survival, making money, and acting how I want and having my freedoms. So fucking what? I don't care. They have that right. And yes, I praise them because I understand things. Because to me personally, the most important things is getting money, not getting fired from the job. And stop fucking telling me, you have Asperger's, you fucking bitch. Just shut the fuck up. Yes, I understand that people can say, well, because you have impaired communication, nobody wants to talk to me, socially handicapped. And that's fine. But at least I have my freedoms, I work, I try to do my best without getting fired. And that's enough. Because do you think that years ago when I was going to work, I was thinking about people not talking to me? I didn't even care. I didn't even want to talk to people either. I think that even if I wouldn't be socially handicapped, it wouldn't be that different for me. Because a lot of times I remember I've been going to parties and hanging out with people. And a lot of times I literally had nothing to say to them anyway. I found this channel from The Real PewDiePie. Is it all that says about you true? Probably not. Fuck that bitch, that bitch pisses me off. She's stupid. She wants people to talk to me, but I see that I'm not compatible with a lot of people. B, yes, I have some social challenges, true, but I just don't care about it. Because all I care about, I know what I'm doing, I'm right. I want to work, survival, getting money. And then if I cannot get girls, I pay for it. And not to mention, a lot of times the way people act aggravates me. But I still praise Americans. Yeah, her animations are a bit weird. She makes videos of you being naked and drinking and driving. She's fucking stupid. Whatever she talks about far from the truth, and I've been reporting her videos a lot. She should be, like, she's stupid. She needs to shut the fuck up. Even though she's maybe right, I have social challenges dealing with people, and I always had. That's maybe true, but whatever she's doing only, like, pisses me off, makes me angry, and all I want to do is block her. And she's too stupid to understand that. And a lot of times, oh, thank you, I appreciate it. And a lot of times, yes, people don't want to talk to me because of the way I am. They find me weird. And thanks for telling me that I'm cool, but a lot of times people find me weird and they can't relate to me. But think about it this way. Like, let's say somebody sees there's something wrong with me. They think I'm stupid. They treat me like I'm stupid. I know I'm not. I get angry. I cast them out. After that type of experience, do you really think I want to be friends with that type of person? I sure as hell I don't. Let's just start there. Even though they see there's something wrong with me, they think that way. And they're thinking wrong, but that's what they think. Do you think after knowing that they're thinking wrong and me getting aggravated by them because of it, do you think that makes me want to be friends with these people? Hell fucking no. So that right there is like the end of it. That right there. This video, you reported it. Emil, is it true Todd asked for... Okay, you know what? I don't want to talk about Todd right now. I'm not talking about that. Shut the fuck up. You see, you're talking about dumb shit again. While I want to talk about what interests me. You see how people are, we talk different languages. I talk about what needs to be done, what life is all about, what interests me, trying to figure things out, trying to survive. And you all about there's something wrong with you, shouldn't be like this. Well, you know what, I'm not gonna... I thought about blocking you, but I'm not gonna do it. But I'm gonna say this. I can drink how I want, shut the fuck up. Okay? Don't tell me how to drink. Please. Because I care less. And all you're doing right now is only making me angry by making comments like that. So please don't, or I will block you. Oh, you threaten people. No, I'm not threatening, but you know. I didn't ask for help. Don't you understand that I don't give a fuck? What part of I don't give a fuck don't you understand? And not to mention there are a lot of people who don't have Asperger's, you know, that are doing the same thing. They're drinking beer from the can, just like me. And they don't have Asperger's. And they're not socially handicapped either. And by the way, thanks for apologizing, I accept your apology. So the fact that I'm drinking beer like this, like a lot of other people from YouTube drinking community who don't have Asperger's, unlike me or Todd, guess what? That's not an indicator that I have a disability, that I'm drinking from the can, FYI, okay? But I still think you should pour into a glass, that way you can re-innovate your drinking content. Not telling you what to do, just suggesting. Well, I don't see the point in it, honestly. And not to mention, even practically it's easier, because if you think about this way, right? If you pour beer into the glass, you have more dishes to wash. Why should I do that? Saves me 30 seconds of extra work. You know? What is that bowl next to the drink? Oh, that bowl, it's my salad I made. This is like peppers, tomatoes, cucumbers, cheese. I put a little bit of chicken there as well. Because like a week ago, maybe more, I don't remember exactly when, but I bought like myself some kind of chicken, you know, to warm up in the microwave, like fried chicken. So I ate some of it, then I decided to make a salad and I put a little bit. Sounds delicious. You should pour your drinking into it. No, I'm not doing that. You know, the only food which goes good with a beer is chili. Years ago, I remember one of friends of mine whom I used to go to martial arts with, and he also used to be my neighbor next door. That was also like 14 years ago. Yeah, it was like 14 years ago. So anyway, that guy told me that it's good to add a little bit of beer in the chili. So I started doing that. I started cooking chili because he told me how to cook it. And then I started pouring some beer into it. It's alright. But I don't pour a lot. I pour a little bit of beer, you know. But salad, I don't think so. Yeah, that guy was cool, you know. I got along with him fine and he understood everything. And I used to hang out with him and his friend from, I don't remember, either Australia or New Zealand. I think Australia. And we used to hang out and do rock climbing together when I was a student in the Ohio State University. And I remember I even got belay certified, which means that, you know, like if you're not belay certified, you're gonna you climb, but somebody else, you know, like how it is. One person is climbing, another person is like having this rope and pulling you up, making sure if you fall, you're safe. Well, I have a furniture, but not a lot. But yeah, anyway, let me finish my thought. I got Belate certified, so I was able also to, you know, if somebody else's goes up the wall, I can also pull the thing, and, you know, if they fall off the wall, I can kind of hold them. So I got that. I took the class for it 2 years ago. But anyway, I finished my thoughts, so now I'm going to talk to the furniture. Yeah, I don't have a lot of furniture because my money is not good and I don't care. I'm a simple man. I need a lot. I have an air bed I bought from Temu for like $30. And I have a table to eat on. I have a microwave. I got it kind of for free because I bought something for my girl, right? Because she needed something from Best Buy. And because of that, I got like $75 credit. So I got this guy right here, this microwave, by using that credit. So essentially, I got it for free. This seems like the life simple is the best. So I have a table to eat on, have my stuff, have this. First week, I didn't even have it. First week when I moved into this apartment, because my airbed didn't come yet, because I got from Temu, I bought some stuff to sleep on, but I was cool sleeping on the floor. But so I don't have to sleep on the floor, I was sleeping on this one on the floor. For a week, before my bed arrived. Now I'm putting it on top of the bed for protection, because it's better. I used to sleep at a point on the bed like this, just like this. You know, but then I thought it's better. And as you can see here, I have the patches because it's not good. You see, I have 1, 2, 5 patches because there are all the holes. You see, it's an air bed, obviously. You know, if I wouldn't patch it, I would be sleeping like this too, like. And yeah, I mean, I'm showing my apartment right now. Why so many holes? I don't know, because this is shitty quality air bed. You know, that's why. And I noticed the holes and I started patching them, so I don't have to buy a new one for time being. Because I'm not working a lot of hours, I'm not making a lot of money, I'm surviving, and I feel like I don't want to spend money on like a real bed. Even though now I cannot buy anything from Temu because it's just weird. Now Temu doesn't allow me to buy shit. You want to see more videos of my apartment? Well, you can see my previous live stream on other videos. I made a couple already, but I'm gonna show you. And I showed this bike in my previous video. I got a new one too. I decided to spend $1,400 on that one because the previous bike I got from Temu was a piece of shit. And this bike is way better. And I'm like, you know what, let me spend money on it. But this thing right here, even though I have a lot of holes, I'm looking like, you know what, if I patch it instead of buying a new one, I'll be fine. And I am fine sleeping on it, you know. It's pretty high air bed, you know. And to patch it costs only like $5. Why do I keep a bike inside? Sorry to be rude to you, but I feel like that's kind of a stupid question. Because where do you want to keep me? Outside? In the cold? Getting locked outside? So people can steal things from that bike? Why would I do that? I have a lot of space. It's a 1-bedroom apartment. I don't need this room, so I might as well just keep it here. And the bike is pretty light too. Even though it's 47 pounds, but when I carry it upstairs, it seems lighter than the other bike. Probably because it's a little bigger, you know. But even though it's technically the same weight, you got a point. But won't the tracks make the floor dirty? Fuck. Do you think I care that much about that? I can always clean the floor, but not really. And like I said, it's better for me because I have to charge it. Remember, it's an electric bike, so I should put it on the outlet. Otherwise, I'm going to be riding it like a bicycle. And it's pain in the ass to do it. You know, it's easier to charge like it to be electric, so it goes faster. And I mean, and I think that there are plugs outside, but I just don't want to do it, honestly. I feel better with my bike around me. You should get a scooter. I mean, you know, my other Russian friend from San Francisco, whom I used to work with, who's probably a psychologist, I'm assuming, but he's not saying that, but, you know, things are weird. But making a long story short, he rides a scooter. But Me, I don't know. I just felt like I want electric bike, and even though it's maybe more expensive from the scooter, but it's kind of worth it for me, honestly, because like like here are the perks of this bike. Like even if it's out of charge, I can still pedal it. But my previous bike, which I got from Teo, was pretty much like a scooter because it has like 14-inch wheels. This one has 20, right? And that bike has like shitty chain, You should sell that bike so you have more money instead of just run and have free cardio workout. Oh, I'm not selling bikes. And that bike, I just pretty much gave it away to the store. They gave me $50 credit because of it. But then again, the thing is about that bike, that originally that bike was not like 1400, it was 18. So at first they told me that they're gonna sell me for 1600. But then they rang it up. They said, you know what? You get an extra 200. We're gonna sell it for 14. And with the tax, it was like 1424. All right, that's even better. Fuck, So this bike is actually like $1,800 bike. Okay, they just sold me for 1400, and then I got rid of my bike. And my bike, which I bought from them, was a piece of shit. It was $350. What do I work as? Well, one of my job, I work in the warehouse as a team lead, even though they don't treat me like one, but I have a title. But that's like a probation job, I guess, from FedEx. And I believe that because I hear people talking about it and because I see that people don't treat me the right way and they run kind of experiments on me and they keep certain people to work with me just so they can see what's wrong with me, whatever. So I see that. That's one of my jobs / project. And another one, I work as a fucking janitor. I clean the fucking toilets 15 hours a week, 3 hours a day. So I work about 25, 30 hours a week, and then I do Grubhub for a little extra cash. And that's enough for me to pay my rent and my electric bill, which is like $30 a month. It's probably subsidized thing too, because for the amount of electricity I use, that should be more than that. And, but everything else included in my rent, it's like $900 a month. Plus only utility I have on top of it is electricity, and it's subsidized. It's only $30 a month, so I'm cool. I'm paying my bills with the rest of the money. I still have a couple grand. I guess people talking about I have to spend money to psychologists because people are watching me. Yes, I'm in Wisconsin, and I like it over here. So, but I'm still getting frustrated with it because I don't think that people watching me or treating me any type of way makes a difference. It only makes me angry and aggravated. Will you vote? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I will. If I would probably vote for Donald Trump, but you are in a very important state. You could make a difference. I don't know. I just don't care about politics. I don't really follow it. I have so many problems in my life that I don't want to do nothing. I'm not interested in nothing because of what's going on around me. I just not in a good spirits. And quite honestly, makes me want to just be kind of avoidant. I don't want to deal with people. I don't want to be around people because I don't like the way people talk to me, treat me. Kind of questions they ask, they aggravated, tell me what to do, I get angry. Vote for Kamala, she will spread joy. I don't know, I don't really like her. But I don't know, like I said, I don't really follow politics that much, but I'm not really a big fan of Kamala Harris and I'm not really a big fan of Hillary Clinton. I know that Alima, my girlfriend, she likes Kamala Harris. She doesn't like Trump, but me, I like Trump's personality. I think that as a president, he was probably not that bad because I remember when he was actually a president, I noticed some differences just like through my job because I noticed that I started making more money, but yet I was paying more in taxes. I noticed that when Trump was a president compared to what it was previously. I don't know, I kind of like this Republican way personally, but it's really the same thing because it's all about what's the difference between 2 plus 3 or 3 plus 2 is the same. What do you think about Linkin Park reunion? I mean, I like it, honestly. I think it's awesome. I've been getting in my reels that song Emptiness Machine. It's a great song. I like Emily Armstrong voice. She has a good voice. Of course, it's a little bit different than Chester Bennington. You can see the difference, and there are a lot of people who say that it's fucked up, it's bad, whatever. But to me personally, I think it still sounds like Linkin Park, even though they have a different vocalist. Yeah, it has a different voice, but it's not that much different, right? And the music and everything is still the same. So I don't see much difference between old and new Linkin Park. I think it's a good thing and I kind of like it. I actually find this channel because I searched Linkin Park and got you and some other dude singing one of their songs. You got one hell of the voice, dude. Really? I don't remember singing Linkin Park. I don't think I ever done that. I mean, I probably done some karaoke videos years ago, but I don't remember if it was Linkin Park. Maybe that was My Chemical Romance, maybe. Again, reminds me of that girl. because of her, I started listening to My Chemical Romance. And I actually really like My Chemical Romance too. It was on some channel called PewDiePie. Fuck, block that bitch. She makes me angry. She's telling everybody what's wrong with me so people gonna start talk to me. And think about this way. What is Asperger's? Asperger's is a social disability. So you're telling everybody that this guy have social disability and you want people to talk to him? Well, you're pretty much telling people not to talk to him. So shut the fuck up. And you're trying to change it, then you're stupid. It's only creating more problems. So stupid. She's stupid. She needs to shut the fuck up. Because outside of making problems for me and other people, she's making me angry. She's not doing shit. Why do you hate her so much? Because she's creating a lot of problems for me in my life. That's why. Because she's making me angry with her stupid videos. Number one. Number two, she spreads lies about me. Because everywhere I go, people treat me like I have problems which I don't have. And they treat me some type of way which makes me angry. And they are wrong for doing that. Because they treat me like I need help in a job when I don't. Just blocked and reported her. Thanks for doing that. I was reporting her so many times, nobody gives a shit. But yeah, she makes me angry. Because, I understand that people perceive me as weird and they don't want to talk to me. And that's fine. But at least I have my freedoms, I have my job, and I have a way to improve when it comes to working. And everything goes both ways, just like I said. Because I understand that in order for me to talk to people and to think certain way, act certain way, be certain way. And because if people see something wrong with me or for other reasons, there's multiple reasons, like I've been telling her. Do you know her in real life? I suspect I do, yes. I know who she is because she's been telling everybody what's wrong with me at FedEx and making people to care about it when people didn't want to care. And some of these people who didn't want to care, they already knew that I'm socially handicapped anyway. And they said, this guy cannot work and talk, he's socially handicapped, that's why we don't talk to him and we talk to other people. Because they already knew that when I'm working, right, I have problems switching attention, so when I'm working and doing the job, if I talk to people, I stop doing the job and I start talking. And then people tell me, hey, Emil, you're getting backed up, you need to work. And they stop talking to me. And she wants people to talk to me in the job, yeah, right. So I'm gonna start focusing on talking to people. I'm gonna stop working, and they're gonna have more problems with me. She's a stupid bitch. I keep telling you. And I know that about myself. That's why people don't talk to me while I'm working. I'm cool with it. But when I want to talk to people, yeah, she just doesn't get it. Just like Mohammed Jakalem. Thank you. Thank you. That's exactly the point. That's exactly the point. And people used to tell me I don't get it, but I looked at things differently. Because I was just trying to do what I can with what I got. But I can only be myself. I can only do what I can do. I can only progress the way I can progress based on who I am. And having unreasonable expectations from me, that just creates more problems for everybody. That's all. I mean, I wish I could work and talk to people and be more sociable, but I can only do what I can, and survival and getting money is more important for me than social stuff. Yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. You know, so I do what I can. But she's not helping me, she only creates more problems. I was trying to help myself, I was trying to talk to people before when I was younger, but, you know, people feel that type of way and they have a right not to want to talk to me. And a lot of times they don't have a lot in common with me. Why can't I donate to this stream? Because 3 years ago, my monetization got disabled. YouTube decided to take me off my monetization because of my racist videos. And on top of that, here's another fucked up thing. I was about to get another direct deposit from Google. Because that happened in March 21st, 2021, right? When they did it. So, on the last day of February, I was like on $95 with some change. And during first 3 weeks of March, I already made $4 and some change. And I remember calculating it, and I figured out that I should have got my paycheck because I met $100 threshold. But guess what? Because they decided to take me off my monetization before the end of the month, they treated it like I didn't meet the payment threshold even though I should have. And they said, you know what, fuck you, you're not paying you shit. And you're losing your monetization. So, they pretty much fucked me for $100, okay? Damn, that's effed up. You should sue them. Sue Google? Get those $100 back. I'm sure to sue them that's gonna cost me more than $100, you know? So it's okay, it is what it is. You know, suing people costs way more. That's why nobody's gonna go for the fucking claims for $100. Call Saul? Who is Saul? Yeah, that $100 ain't shit, but nah, it's too little money to sue big corporation like Google, and it's not really worth it. Saul Goodman, he's a great lawyer from Arizona. I mean, I don't know, I just don't think it's worth it to do that for over $100. Even though that's fucked up, but still. And was not making much money from Google either. I was literally making like maybe $4-5 a month, you know. But that's okay, you know, it is what it is. And it's already been 3 years. Even like almost 4. In this economy, those $100 is probably like 10,000. I mean, it's not that bad, no. $100 is nothing. It's okay, you know. It's okay. Certain things I just let slide. Yeah, it's not enough. Yeah. Yeah, I was making like $5 a month off of YouTube. So it's $100 ain't shit. Hiring the lawyer is gonna cost me more. And they won't wanna care. What, are you really gonna take fucking Google over $100? But if you ever get in legal trouble, consider checking out Saul Goodman. He's the best. I'll keep that in mind, but I dealt with lawyers and actually I lost 500 over it. Because years ago, I got a little injury because I got into the car accident. It was not a big thing. Or was it something else? I don't remember, but I think it was because of that. And I was I was supposed to get an extra $1,000 on top of that. And they told me, if you do it yourself, you're going to get 1,000. But here's my Jewish parents, okay? And they tell me, oh, Emil, go get the lawyer. You're going to get more money. And guess what? They gave me bad advice. I hired KNR, and after doing that, I started noticing there is more advertisement for them. So I decided to hire KNR, hoping that I'm gonna get more money from the incident. And guess what happened? They just went there, they talked, and then they told me about decision. You're not getting 1,000, you're getting 500. And we're getting 675 or 625. If I would, so pretty much my settlement was like $1,000. The lawyers were able to get extra 125, but they charged 625 for that. So as a result, instead of getting 1,000, I got 500. All because I used to listen to my fucking Jewish parents. What's the moral of the story? Don't listen to the Jew. Yep. I know it sounds anti-Semitic, but I was angry for my dad because, he gave me bad advice. Well, I'll keep that in mind. I'll check. I remember his name, but like I said, doing it over $100 is going to cost me more. Because I need to make money too. Somebody have to pay for it. Unless they're like government lawyers or something, but everything costs money. So, what do you think of Israel genociding Gaza people? The same thing as most people. It's fucked up shit. I don't really follow it that much, but I think that's fucked up. And it's funny thing. I saw on the internet, there is a guy who said, a funny thing. He said that there are people in Gaza, they are hungry, they don't have food, but they have money for the weapons. How come is that? I left a comment and I'm thinking about it like, okay. But the same thing with African people, Africa is poor, there are a lot of poor people, but yes, there was Rwandan genocide, They, even these poor Africans, they have money for guns, and they have a lot of starving people over there, but yet they have money to kill millions of Africans. Same thing, it's like every country have like a military budget and they feel like they need to defend themselves, that's why. But what's the alternative? For them to sell money to Israel, so the Jewish people are gonna say, you know what, people? You don't have guns, you're gonna have food, but guess what? Get the fuck out of your homes and be our bitches. Is that the alternative? If you ruled America, what would you do about the state of the world? I mean, it's never gonna happen, but you know what I would do? I'll make unemployment illegal. I would disallow any financial support to Israel. I would make that illegal too. I would make prostitution and marijuana legal. But I would say, you know what? You can do drugs, you can do prostitute, you can drink whatever. But guess what? You don't have a job? You're unemployed? If you're not going to be able to get a job within 365 days, somebody's going to come to your house and inject you with lethal injection. That's all. Unemployment illegal. What about people who are disabled? It depends on what kind of disability they have. You know? If their disability doesn't affect the job, I would actually be more favorable because that's kind of my case. I would say, you know what? I would actually make it better for people like me. Dye my hair purple. You know, when I was a teenager, I used to dye my front of the hair with like orange. But that was 20 years ago. But purple, probably not. But I mean, I can see that how it would fit me, but I don't want to do it. That's like kind of my Chemical Romance type of style. Now I'm thinking about, kind of like it. Because I like My Chemical Romance. But anyway, making long story short, I would actually make them feel better because, you know, I'll give people freedom. So I would look at it like, okay, if like people bitch it, like you know how stupid people are and they give people shit. I would say people like, they cannot take people's freedoms away from them. They can only like make people make less, you know. So people will see, okay, I see this person, he's weird. I'm jealous, you still got so much hair on your head. Are you balding? You know, it's funny, people would think that I should be bald because of my genetics, because Middle Eastern people, they have that tendency, but no, I don't have it. I think I have it on my dad's side, but on my side, I don't. And what happened, that my mom was thinking I'm gonna get it over my dad, but I actually got it over my grandmom. Because on my grandma's side, they were not bald, but they used to tend to have like gray hair early. And I got prematurely gray, as you can see. I had my first gray hair when I was 16. So my mom was thinking I'm gonna got the baldness after my dad, but instead I got it after my grandmom. I got like premature balding. How many times do you breathe in a minute? Have you ever counted? Nope, never did. But yeah, I was talking about what I would do. Why I would be bad for disabled people. Because let's say, if you're weird but you don't have an intellectual disability, you can do the job. If managers was fucking with people like me, they would get fired for insulting my sense of freedom as an individual. You know? So pretty much, I would make people like... But most of Americans actually like that too, but I would actually make that better because they would be hiring people with disabilities as long as they can do the job, and they wouldn't have a right to tell them nothing as long as they can do the job. What would happen to parasites like the real PewDiePie and Mohammed Jakalem? Put them to jail for harassment. You know, that's all. That's what they deserve. At first, they should have a conversation with police officer to say, hey, you can't be going on the internet harassing people because they're weird. I mean, that's how I feel. I feel the same way, yeah. I mean, yeah, I could be weird, there could be something wrong with me, but this is not the reason to be harassing me like that. Yeah, if I would have power, I would totally like make example out of these people, put them to jail, or at least put police on them and say, you know what, cyberbullying is not cool. And even though you feel like there's something wrong with this guy, and the guy is weird, doesn't make you right to be treating him like this. Yeah, you should brutally dispose of them so none will mess with you. I mean, that would be nice, but I think that before doing that, these people should have a conversation, nice conversation with a police officer, explain to them, hey, maybe this guy is socially handicapped and he's weird, but what you're doing is uncalled for, and you shouldn't be doing that, so please stop. And if you're gonna keep doing it, guess what? He has a right to press charges on you. If not put you to jail, at least like not allow you to talk to him. They should rot in jail for 20 years and have their like last 5 minutes absolute agony. You know, I was thinking that, but you know what? I guess I'm too nice. But I definitely feel like I should put a restraining order on them, that's for sure. I feel that for sure. Yeah, these people make me so angry. And I get that they're trying to make me more sociable, but what's like being you all the time? It's an interesting question. I don't know. But I know one thing, that I've been angry, frustrated a lot because of people. But it's awesome. No, it's not. Being angry all the time, being lonely. But I would rather be lonely and have a job and have my freedoms than to get angry because of other people who, not letting me do what I want and get what I want. Get angry, get depressed with all problems solved. Well, that's exactly what I've been doing before I got a girlfriend. So what you're telling me, that's something I already been doing. So I already been doing that because I saw how people are around me and I couldn't get girls and people was making me angry and they were not, bitching at me, which was making me angry. Does your girlfriend not satisfy you? Well, we've not been together for almost 3 years, but yeah, that was kind of the case. Because my sex life was kind of boring, but outside of that, she was awesome. And she is. And I still talk to her sometimes. You know. And sometimes I was thinking it would be nice, to have sex with more women, to try more different things, to experience with more stuff, because I get bored. But outside of it, that was, she's a great woman. Go to some clubs, get some alcohol, and you loosen up and let the romance commence. Well, with what's going on around me, I don't want to do it, because people irritate me. Because girl gonna be treating me some type of way, especially now when the real PewDiePie told everybody what's wrong with me. So I will be going to the clubs, getting aggravated. Or women may not want to be with me because of the way I act, or the way I talk, or whatever. You see? But I found somebody who just didn't care. That's why I was keeping her for so many years. Because she let me be myself around her and she didn't care what's wrong with me. And she knew about it, but she didn't care. And she was not trying to fix me. And that's why I'm like, you know what? Yeah, that's a good idea, Obama. You should go to some college parties too, to get 18-year-old girls with daddy issues can be with you. For hookup, maybe, but I don't want to do it. Because they're just going to be hookup, but I'm not going to be able to connect to them. And yeah, I can do that, even though they're going to think there's something wrong with me, but they're going to get drunk and have sex with me. And that's actually happened to me in Sierra Leone. I almost had sex with a woman from Sierra Leone. She got drunk and started coming to me. And I could have had sex with her, and the only reason why I didn't do it, because I didn't want my girlfriend to find out. So I just fingered her, but I didn't have sex with her. Because keeping a woman who let me be myself and understand me, and whom I can deal with as an individual, is the most important thing. It's more important for me than having sex. Was she hot? Yeah, she's a kind of cute. She's good looking. She has a pretty smile. No, I didn't lick my fingers afterwards. Why would I do that? No, you don't see me for who I am. I don't need help. I mean, because let's say if I will need help, right? I don't think I need help. Thank you. Thanks for defending me, people. Thank you. I mean, I have issues, but I'm trying to do what I can. These people remind me of Mohammed Jekalem. Where do you work now, and do you like your new job? Like I said, it's not a normal job. It's all about part of probation because of the real PewDiePie. But I like it because people don't bother me. They leave me alone. And that's why I like Wisconsin better than California. Because there's no parents around me. I have my freedoms. People show me that they think I'm weird because they have to. But they really don't care as much. And they don't bother me as much. Probation is the real PewDiePie a cop? No, she's not a cop, even though I heard that her husband was a cop. But she's not a cop, she's just a dumb bitch from FedEx who thinks that she knows everything about autism and Asperger's. But she doesn't know shit. Because she's stupid. That's all. Okay, yeah, I think his name is Sam Nixon. Yeah, right. Why does she keep stalking you? Because she's stupid and she has a lot of issues. And she feels like she's helping me in my life. Because apparently I'm socially handicapped and I have the same behavior as her autistic son, who is dangerous by himself, meaning that if he's gonna be left alone, he's gonna hurt himself because he doesn't understand. And I have similar behavior to him, but I don't have the same problems that he does. So she is thinking that showing people that I'm dangerous by myself, that's gonna help me, even though it's not true. And she thinks that she can teach me how to work differently. And she's thinking that I'm throwing boxes because I have an intellectual disability. When in reality, I was throwing boxes because the job is so difficult and I figured that it's easy to throw boxes to compensate for my inability to work as fast as other people can. Do you think you would hook up with her? Are you fucking kidding me? I don't want nothing to do with that bitch. I want to be around her. I want cops to fucking, if I have my way, I put restraining order on her. Hooking up with her. Fuck that bitch. For what she done to me? Hell no. I don't want to be near her. No, nothing to do with that stupid bitch. Fuck her. Yeah, but maybe she just needs a good, and then she will get her head straight. I mean, that would be nice, but nah. After all that aggravation. I mean, pump and dump, maybe. I mean, I would have sex with her, but I wouldn't be in a relationship with her. I would treat her like a piece of meat. Yeah, she needs to be sexually abused, not having special sex with her for doing that type of stuff. But that's a little different. She's a fucking bitch. She's a fucking dumb cunt. And I want nothing to do with her. I would rather live my life without stress and aggravation. And all my aggressive thoughts, it's only because of other people. I would rather just live peacefully, do what I can, be myself, mind my business. So I don't have to be in that type of predicament. Because I don't want to end up like Elliot Rodger, I would rather be awkward and weird, keep a job and do the best I can with what I got. And have good relationship with people where people don't tell me how they feel about me. so we keep the peace. And that's part of the reason why I'm fucking praising Americans even though they don't want to talk to me. Yep, that's right, don't listen to parasites. Okay, you may don't want to talk to me because I'm socially handicapped, and that's fair, you have that right. Or you may want to not talk to me because you don't have anything in common, it goes both ways. Because a lot of times when I try to talk to people, I feel like we talk two different languages, so I'm okay with them not talking to me anyway, because all the conversation with them leads to me getting angry. So, because they focus about what's wrong with me, that I'm weird and I don't give a fuck, and they say you cannot be like this and I don't give a shit, and I say, well, I can work, I know what I'm doing. And that's why they don't leave me alone, don't talk to me. And besides, if they talk to me like a normal person, what they gonna talk about? They're gonna talk about what's interesting to them. And I noticed that too, that a lot of times when they talk about what interested them, I don't know anything about it. So what's the point? And that happened to me with Americans and Russian people too in California. Like that guy Habibulin, for example, Michael. He's been talking what's interesting to him. And a lot of times he was either shutting me down because of what I was talking about, because he was not interested in what was interesting to me, or, you know, he was just talking about what interested him, and I was listening to him and I have nothing to say. I really didn't. Because he was talking about what interests him, and I don't know nothing about that type of stuff. So, what type of people do you get along with best? I don't know, because I don't think about it, you know. But I get along with best with people who let me do the job the way I want to, who are not trying to fix me, who are not trying to tell me what to do and how to act, and who accept me. These are the people who I get along the best. People who ignore what's wrong with me. Why do you round pizzas come in square boxes? I never thought about that, but it's probably because I don't know, maybe because it's cheaper to make it. But then again, you know, there are some pizzas like Red Baron, for example. You go to the store, they're round, and they're common like white plastic. And they're wrapped up like that. They don't come in square boxes. But they're a minority of pizzas. Most of the pizzas, yeah. And by the way, I have 10% of charge, so maybe it's to have some room to move the pizza around. I mean, could be. But then again, there is this Red Baron pizza which comes in plastic, and it doesn't come with a round box, with a, you know, square box. So there are exclusions from that rule too, but maybe it's because they want to move it around, but like I said, I don't think about that, but then you also cannot move it around much, because if you think about it, you know, like there is this square box and the round pizza. But the diameter of the pizza is the same as the round box. So you can't really move it around that much. It doesn't move that much. It has a little bit of spaces on like 4 corners, you know, but because of the diameter of the pizza is similar to the square, it's like they don't really smart. They don't really like move around that much. That's true, you're really smart. Well, thank you. I mean, I'm a college-educated person. How about that? I have an accounting degree. I have a fucking bachelor's degree, okay? And then I also taken psychology class, and I took accounting class in Russian earlier this year. And then I took ProAdvisor. And then I also took a H&R Black class. I was a treasurer in OSU club. I'm Belate certified. Yeah, college kind of a scam, true. Because me, if you like socially handicapped, no matter how smart you are, people see something wrong with you, they don't want to hire you, even if you know the job. Real PewDiePie said your favorite birds are owls. Is it true? Well, first of all, right there, she's not talking about me, she's talking about Todd. Okay? That's Todd. His favorite birds are owls. And people try to make me like Todd because we have similar kind of problems, but stop doing it. You're not gonna make me more normal. You know? You're only hurting my progress in life by doing that stupid shit. That's really weird for her to think about. She's obsessed with Emil. Yeah, and I don't like her obsession. But you know, that makes me think of John Lennon. You know who killed John Lennon? His fan. What real PewDiePie doing to me because she's obsessed with me? Fucking my life up on disability. Stupid bitch. You see, fans are bad. And you know, I also watched something about some Russian singers. You know, there's one Russian singer, Yegor Letov. And there's another singer, Yuri Khoy. So Yuri Khoy used to be a big fan of Yegor Letov. But when they met in real life, guess what? They didn't like each other. And that was it. See? Never meet your heroes. Maybe you should take matters in your own hand. I know some people that can take out others for really cheap. Yeah. I think I better off just leave it alone. I can't make matters in my own hands. And I was trying to do that and the results were bad. So if I'm gonna start fighting and doing some antisocial stuff, things gonna get worse. And like, that happened to my buddy Alan too. He's been doing some crazy stuff and guess what? Leads to jail. Nah, the best way is to learn how to be more Americanized, which means that, and this is what I'm doing. I'm learning how Americans are, I'm learning how to talk to them, and I stop making excuses. Well, I know she has a crush on me, but I hate that bitch because she's dumb. And I want nothing to do with her because she's stupid. She doesn't know any better. So, you see how it is in life. Hold up, doesn't she have a husband? The real PewDiePie? I don't think she does. I heard that she used to have a husband, that she has a son with a problem, so I would assume that they probably got divorced a long time ago. And she's thinking of getting a man who will help her with her kid. And she's thinking that, oh, if I'm gonna help this guy who is similar to my kid, maybe, you know, we can be together. So it's like, she's stupid. She doesn't understand that just because of somebody have some autistic traits or behavior from a different country doesn't mean that he is like somebody else. I mean, yeah, but you know, you cannot judge book by its cover. If the real PewDiePie was right in front of you, what would you do? Nothing. I cannot hit her because I'm sure she's smart enough to, you know, file police report on me. And she's probably stronger than me. I mean, at least she was. I heard she's a bodybuilder, but even in spite of that, I mean, because I talked to some guy years ago on the plane, and he told me that, I know I'm stronger than you are, but if you try to fight me, guess what? I'm not fighting you, I'm calling the police. Because it's going to be way worse, you know, for you. Because, okay, stupid people, they're going to fight. Oh, I showed off, I beat him up. But then again, if somebody who's stronger than me going to beat me up, for me, like cussing him out, guess what? I have a right to fucking press charges on him for him beating me up. So being smart is more important in America. So that's why I said, you said you want to beat me up at the job, go ahead, I'm going to get you fired, motherfucker, for fighting. And that's what happened at FedEx years ago. So this B word has a son with special needs, but instead of focusing on him, she's spending her time harassing Emil and making random Emil cartoons. Yeah, that's what she's doing, apparently. That's what I heard, I think. Because she's stupid. Pretty much. Yep. Yep. And she's black too. Speaking about low IQ and creating problems for other people. And yeah, I'm a weird guy and I have autistic behaviors, I know about it, but I'm nothing like that. Fuck. I graduated from high school, I graduated from college, and yes, I had social problems with people, I was not making friends, but I got my degree. Even more weird than Mohammed Jekalem. So, who is spamming Geometry Dash and claiming to be you? I don't know, probably her and Mohammed Jekalem, but it's not even working. People get irritated. That's harassment right there. Fuck. But I cannot pinpoint that because, I can suspect, but I could be wrong because I don't have a direct proof with her name, her address, and other things. And somebody having a random YouTube account, could be anybody. I suspect it to be her, but I have no proof. So, what can I do? You see, she's smart enough to know that, obviously, but she's not smart enough to understand that by doing that type of stuff, she's creating nothing but problems. Did you see that Mohammed Jekalem is re-uploading your videos? There is one called Distract All Haters, which is you singing My Way. I know they're doing that and there's nothing I can do about it, but... And I did that video, but to me I did it for fun. And they're doing it because look at this weird guy. Okay, I'm weird, okay. I'm okay with that. Let me be weird and enjoy my life. I understand that being weird is gonna cost me friendships, but like I said before, I'm not gonna be able to be friends with these people anyway, because A, we don't have anything in common, we communicate differently, and there are other issues except me being socially handicapped. Nothing wrong with that video. Let Emil sing in peace. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And like I said, I know that because of who I am, I'm not going to be able to connect to people, but there are other things which deprive me from connecting to people. Even people from Russia. Okay? Because on top of being socially handicapped, there are other things. Like having different experiences, having